Hi guys, welcome back. Today is an empties video because, ta-da, I have a whole Pandora bag full of empties and I thought I best film before it starts to overflow and then it becomes a massively long video. So I hope you enjoy listening to me ramble on about all the products that I've finished up. So I'm just going to get started with whatever I pull out of the bag. There's going to be like no rhyme or reason to this video. Also, if you can hear anything in the background, it's because the neighbours have decided at 4 o'clock in the afternoon they're going to trim the hedges. And to be honest, I'm just grateful their dog isn't barking because their dog barks relentlessly. So yeah, anyway, on to the beauty products. So the first thing is going to be this, and it's actually a nail polish. I think it's the first ever, wobbling the camera. It's the first ever nail polish I've ever used up and I adore this nail polish. I used to put it on my toes when I didn't have any nails. As you can see, I've sort of grown them. This is actually a navy one by Miss Sporty. I can't remember the name of it, but I shall link it below when I do find out because I'm loving navy nails. But actually I wanted to paint them this colour, which is Nails Ink Victoria. It's a beautiful reddy dark plum. It's really vampy, brilliant for autumn, but I came to it and I realised there was actually nothing in it and what was left in it was dry, so unfortunately it's had to be included in this empties, but it is a beautiful, beautiful autumnal colour and like I say, I used to wear it on my toenails all the time. And yeah, I love, love, love this. So this will definitely be a repurchase when I get round to going to my nearest Nails Ink counter, which I think is Stoke. I think they stock Nails Ink. I'm not entirely sure, so I'll definitely be getting that again. The next thing is another one of these Nivea Power Fruit Refresh shower gels. I've mentioned these before in empties. I finally finished up because I bought like God knows how many of them when they were on offer, thinking, I know, I'll be super savvy and buy them all while they're cheap, and I actually hate them. I hate them with a passion. They make my skin itch. They don't really feel like they're cleaning properly. The scent is just one of those sickly sweet nondescript really scents that, oh, it's just vile. And I know there's some left in this, but I just thought, I'm going to get rid of it. Because I finally treated myself to some Body Shop ones, which I'm enjoying far more. So yeah, thank goodness. Ew. Still a little bit wet. Thank goodness that this is finished now. The next thing is you can tell I really love this product. It's the Good Things Face of the Day Moisturiser Superfruit Extracts with goji berry and papaya. And I love Good Things as a brand. They smell incredible, really fruity, really feminine. I love, love, love them. I loved this Face of the Day moisturiser. It was a fantastic facial moisturiser for the day, obviously, because that's what it's for. It was really moisturising without being too heavy, and it wasn't oily. It soaked in really quickly, and like I say, it smelled amazing. So I'll definitely repurchase this. And as you can see, I cut the top off because I wanted to scrape every last little bit out of this. Next thing is the Olay Essentials Refreshing Toner for normal, dry and combo skin. I actually mentioned this in a favourites, I think, at some point. Possibly a couple of favourites ago. I'm not entirely sure, but I'll link that video below. It's just a bog standard toner. It's not really, you know, it's not an exfoliating toner. It's not like a glycolactic toner. It's literally just a toner. But what I did with this, or what I do with this, because I actually have its backup in the bathroom, is I'll apply Pixie Glow Tonic to my skin, let it tingle, exfoliate, does whatever the Pixie thing has to do, and then I'll remove it with this. And I actually find that's a really great combination for me personally because it's like a double toner, double toning. So yeah, and also this is really great for if you just want a bog standard toner and you want to remove, because toners essentially were just to remove cleansers, cleanser residue to start with when they first became popular. So if you just want something like that, then this is going to be for you, and it's really cheap as well, which, you know, you can't go wrong with. The next thing is a Palmolive Naturals Nourishing Delight with honey and moisturising milk shower milk. Not really much to say about this apart from it was really nice, it smelled nice and it cleaned me. Yay! Exactly what you want a shower cream, shower gel, whatever you want to do in the shower to do. So yep, I'll probably repurchase this in the future if it's on offer because, you know, I did like it, and apparently it's 100% natural origin extract, so I'm assuming that means the honey part of it. I don't know, but what can you do? The next things I've used up are actually these, and these were PR samples. It was the John Frieda Full Repair Hydrate and Rescue Shampoo and the Hydrate and Rescue Conditioner. I did a full blog write-up on these, so I'll link that below. I do really, really like them, genuinely. I wouldn't just say that. It's they're very, very moisturising, and they are frizz fighting. I've had a love-hate relationship with the Full Repair range before, to be honest with you. Sometimes it's felt a little bit like it's weighing my hair down, but I've never actually tried the actual shampoo and conditioner. I've only ever tried the like masks. But yeah, I do really, really like these, and I will repurchase them in the future. Plus, you're getting sort of salon feel for high street price, which, you know, is great. So I do highly recommend these, and yes, like I keep saying, I will repurchase them. So what have we got next? Here's a good one. Estee Lauder Body Performance Mani Pedi Smoothing Manicure Pedicure Treatment. This was a gift, I think for my last birthday, and basically this is just a foot and hand cream. It makes out like it's something really special, and it's not. It can be used as a paraffin dip type treatment, so you just leave it on your hands and then, you know, peel it off or just let it sink in. What I used to do with it, or what I did do with it, was apply it to my feet mostly, because I have hand creams that I prefer over this, because this is really quite tacky and really quite heavy. And it's one of those products that I don't really want, you know, you have to be in the pamper mood and not want to move to be able to use it. But on my feet it was fine, because I just put socks over, really thick socks, let it sink in, and then my feet would be like really smooth and great like that. So yeah, it says on the back, massage on clean feet and hands anytime for instant soothing and softening, or at bedtime for intensive overnight care that's like a paraffin dip treatment. I think this was a great gift, don't get me wrong. I enjoyed having it as a birthday gift. No way would I go out and purchase it for myself. I think you can get better, especially for your feet. I really like the Soap and Glory Heal Genius. I much prefer it over this, and I think it's like less than half price. So as much as I love Estee Lauder, this was not one of those products that I felt I needed in my life, but you know, it was nice as a gift. Okay, moving swiftly on, I have here a Macadamia Natural Oil Deep Repair Mask. Love this. This was actually a sample from the July London Meetup goodie bags. I used it all on my hair, but you could get two sort of uses out of it if you wanted to. And I know that Claire from Pink Chick Claire, I'll leave her channel and her blog below, she's been using it to soften the ends, because she's just had her hair colour treated and she loves it as well. But yeah, I love this, and I can't wait to get the full size pot. I've heard a lot of people say that this is a holy grail hair mask. I personally wouldn't say it was my holy grail, but I do genuinely really like it, and I wouldn't object to having it in my routine again for sure. This was so nice. Oh, another John Frieda one was the Hydrate and Rescue Deep Conditioner. This is very much the same as the pot masks that you see, but it's more in a tube form. I found that I did like it, but I have more love for other hair masks. I am a hair mask junkie, I love my hair masks, but this, yeah, I would repurchase it, don't get me wrong, if I was in the mood for it, because I get those weird moods where I'm like, oh, I'm in the mood for John Frieda, or oh, I'm in the mood for Charles Worthington. I'm in the mood for Charles Worthington right now. I'm having one of those love-in fests with Charles Worthington where I just want to buy everything. But yeah, I do like this, and I probably will repurchase it. And 90% smoother hair in just one use. I wouldn't say 90%. I'd say about 75, if that makes any sense. I'm not just being pedantic, it's just my thinking. But yeah, it did smooth my hair a lot more, and it did hydrate it. And there was shine and there was softness. And like I said about the other John Frieda products, you know, it's high street prices for salon style basically, so you can't really go wrong with John Frieda. The next thing is this. It's the Champneys Spa Indulgent Exotic Retreat Body Glow with coconut oil, brown sugar, Bora Bora sand and mango butter. I bought this on a whim. I buy most of my beauty collection, I do it on a whim. I don't really tend to research things properly. But this was actually on offer for £2.50 in my local Boots, and it should have been £10, so like I was going to pass that up. And I'm always on the hunt for a good body scrub, so if you know of any that aren't Soap and Glory, because everyone knows Soap and Glory are great, leave them in the comments below and I'll be sure to check them out. But this was really fine, it didn't scratch, it kind of left an oil on the skin that soaked in, and it had a really nice scent. Is the scent still there? Yeah, a little bit. It was kind of a sweet coconutty mango type scent, but not overly coconut, because as everyone on my channel knows, I'm not a massive coconut fan. So yeah, I really like this. I think if it was at discount again, I'd buy it, but I wouldn't buy it at £10 because I think that was a little bit extravagant. Plus, you don't get as much in this part as you get in from other brands for the same price. Say Soap and Glory, again, for example, you get more product for your money. So I did like it, and it would make an excellent sort of stocking filler type gift if you're looking for something to treat your mum with, because Champneys I do tend to find are a bit of a mum brand, aren't they? So yeah, definitely if you're looking to get something for someone for Christmas, a little bit of a stocking filler, this would be great. Next thing is a really boring toothpaste. This is a Fresh Mint toothpaste from Tesco, and yes, it whitened my teeth, so nothing great there. This is the Elemis Tri-Enzyme Resurfacing Facial Wash, and I won this in a Twitter giveaway, and basically I fell in love with this, but it is hella expensive. I'm talking like over £30 I think, which I personally can't afford right now, but when I can, this is going to come back into my life. It foamed up really nicely without leaving my skin tight or dry. It smells incredible. It does smell incredible. It's not sickly sweet, it's not like soapy, if that makes any sense. It just smells really refreshing, really clean, and it takes off makeup brilliantly. I didn't use it on my eye makeup because I'm a little bit unsure about using foaming products on my eyes, because I just don't like using foaming products on my eyes. I tend to get it in my eye and then I start crying because it's stinging, and it's just quite bad like that. But yeah, I genuinely love this stuff. I can't recommend it highly enough. If you're in the market for a high-end cleanser, this is brilliant. And also, because it is resurfacing, I felt like it did smooth my skin out a lot when I was using it, but it doesn't contain any beads, so it's not like an exfoliant. It's really weird, but I did really love this. Love it. The next things are foundations. Now we're getting on to the makeup part. Yes, that's the best part, isn't it? I have here the Bourjois Healthy Mix Serum, and I have here the No. 7 Stay Perfect Foundation, both of which I have raved about, I'll be honest. I don't like this one as much as I like this one. The Bourjois Healthy Mix Serum, fallen in love with it. I've never really used a drugstore foundation before, to be honest with you, because I've always been a bit wary about shade matching myself, purely because I always tend to get it wrong. I either go far too light or far too dark. And I've learnt now that even if I go a little bit light, I can just bronze myself up. That is the wonderful thing about beauty blogging. You learn all these wonderful, fabulous tips. But before, I used to make myself look like a ghost, so I always went to a counter to be skin matched. But I found that this actually was quite a good match for my skin, considering it came from the drugstore. It was a tiny bit yellow, and I'm more neutral, I tend to find, but that didn't really matter. It blended really easily, it didn't break me out, it smelled great, which you don't usually find in foundation. So yeah, I will repurchase this definitely, because so far this, well, I'm saying so far, but it is really the only drugstore foundation I've tried and I do like it. So if you've got any other drugstore foundation recommendations for me, then leave them below because I will check them out. Also, I have the No. 7 Stay Perfect Foundation, like I've already said. I loved this to start with, I genuinely did. It was like a semi-matte finish, because I prefer a matte finish. And it's SPF 15, hypoallergenic, and apparently it lasts all day. It lasted a fair while, it lasted about 8 hours without sort of showing signs of wear, without a primer. So I suppose, you know, if you're going for the 24-hour look, then this isn't for you. But if you want something just to wear for work and you're just going to come home and wash your face straight away afterwards, then this could possibly be for you. The only problem was it was a fantastic skin match to start with, because they did the little machine thing on me and I was totally in awe, like, yes, ta-da, like they say on the Boots advert. And then a couple of weeks into using it, it started to oxidise and it turned a completely different colour. And I was really disappointed because it started becoming really dark, and to be honest, I don't want that. Like, you can, like I said before, you can darken up a foundation with bronzer, but you can't really lighten it up. So I felt like it was a waste of money after a couple of weeks. and yeah, I wasn't really that impressed with it. I probably won't repurchase this, which is a shame because it is a really nice foundation. It's just that the oxidisation put me off. And I'm in a sort of bid to try and use it all up because I still had a good chunk of it left. I started mixing it with a lighter foundation, like a really light foundation, to sort of give me my summer shade. But no, I know it's got quite a bit left in it, but I'm just going to leave it now. It's an empty as far as I'm concerned. And then in here we've got some more bits, and I'm just going to fly through these because I appreciate that this video is going to be really long. In here we have the Keratis Crystalist shampoo. I think it was a little sachet out of a magazine. It's meant for fine hair. I have thick hair, so it was a bit of a fail, but if you have really fine hair, I think this would be brilliant for you because it did leave a really gorgeous shine. Then I have some concealers. It's been the month of concealers for me. I've just gone through so many. I've actually gone through both of my Estee Lauder Double Wear. These are both in light. And yeah, they're an expensive concealer, so obviously I was trying to eke them out. This one is completely gone, as you can see. It's just got nothing left. And then there's this one that was starting to show cracks and it was getting a bit cakey and dry, so I thought I best chuck them out. One's old packaging, one's new packaging. But basically, yeah, I love this concealer, but it is expensive, and I have found a better concealer for me personally. So I won't be repurchasing these straight away, but in the future I definitely will because I really love Double Wear and I love Estee Lauder, and this is one of the first concealers that I ever fell head over heels for, and I think it's brilliant. And then I have the the Natural Collection cover-up cream. I've had this for God knows how long. It wasn't even open when I first moved into this house. That was craziness. That was like 3 years ago. And then I opened it and then I didn't use it, so I'm just chucking it out. But I did like it. If you haven't got a lot of money to spend on your concealer, then I would definitely go for this one. Although it does tend to cake up under the eye, and unless you blend it really well, then it does look really obvious. So one to be wary of, but definitely one if you haven't got a lot of money to spend on your cosmetics. Then I have the Extreme 24-Hour Felt Tip Liner from Collection, my favourite felt tip eyeliner by far. So cheap, easy to use, jet black, love it. You get so much control with this. I actually prefer this to the Rimmel Pro Precision, I think it's called. I hauled it recently anyway, that I bought because this has more control, whereas that one has got a really thin nib and then you're kind of like, what am I doing? Is it thick enough? Rah, rah, rah. So yeah, I really like this and I can't recommend it highly enough. I think it's $2.99. So yeah, that will be a definite repurchase. I think that's my third one anyway. And then finally I have this teeny tiny little Elizabeth Arden fragrance-free 8-hour cream. I've never tried 8-hour cream before, so I thought I'd best give this a whirl. It's been sitting in my samples to try stash. I got given this by a friend that subscribed to Glossybox after I'd, unsubscribed to Glossybox. She said she didn't like it. It was too slimy, I think her words were. So I tried it. I did quite like it, but I'm not going to repurchase a full size because A, it's really expensive for something that is essentially Vaseline, and B, I don't know, it just didn't float my boat. I prefer like lip butters from the Body Shop and things like that as opposed to this. So yeah, that was my entire Empties number 4, I think we're on. 4, Helen. 1, 2, 3, 4. I just told you 3, no 4. Yeah, and that was a really long video, so I'm really sorry. I tried to be as quick as possible. I promise that my next Empties will be shorter, and I'll try to do them more regularly so that I don't get a massive build up. But yeah, if you've got any comments or questions, let me know, or you can tweet me at SuperfluousB and I'll get back to you a little bit quicker there probably. So I will see you all in my next video. Bye!